Hello traders, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Harry. I just wanted to cover just want to do a quick video on showing you how the market structure works, or how the market moves in the forex market. So I know you've looked at the chart for new guys, for the beginners, and you've seen all these zigzags, and you're wondering, oh my God, this is quite scary. So why is the candlesticks looking like this? Um, the reason why is because um, in the forex market, market moves in three phases. You know, so we have an uptrend, we have a downtrend, or sideways. So market could either be going up or down, or it goes sideways. All right. So let's look at the number one, uptrend. Um, so to identify an uptrend, market has to be making what we call, or what they call, a higher high and higher low. Okay. So this is a first high that this market was coming down, was on a downtrend, okay, and then it made its first high. So we need to look at the previous high. This was the previous high. Um, so when this was coming down, sorry, when this was coming down, this was the last high it's made. This was the previous, and this was the last high it created. Okay, and then this market now went up and made a new high, which was higher than the previous high when this market was coming down. So this becomes our new high, okay? Because this new high was higher than the previous high, which was the last high of this downtrend. Okay, so we made a new high. So this is a new high, and then we now made a new low. Okay, so this should actually be new high, new low. So ignore this higher low and higher high. So new high, new low, okay, or first high, first low, whatever you want to call it, okay. And then, so once this was created, so what you need to do is to wait to see if it's going to make a new high. And then we had a new high, which was higher than this. And then it pulled back again and made a new, made a higher low. So this became a higher high, higher low, okay. So then the next one occurred again, then this is when we know we are in an uptrend. Okay, so this this failed to once this high broke this previous high, okay, that gives us a sign that we've changed trend. So we've changed from a downtrend to an uptrend. Immediately you saw this close above this, okay, and this is a confirmation once a new high was made that we are now in an uptrend. For me, this is what I look. So the first high is created. Okay, I say okay, new high is forming, and then we'll put a new low, and then made a new high. Then I'll start looking for a pullback. Okay, to now take a trade for a new high. All right. So we've made a new high, higher high, and then a higher low. So this market is in an uptrend. So this is an uptrend market, and this week we've made a new high again. Okay, so if you see when this high pulled back down to make a higher low, we went back up, but then we did not create a new high. Okay, so it's stopped at the previous high. Okay, and then came back and then pulled back up and made a new another higher high. Remember, in my previous video, we said we're going to be looking for a buy opportunity here on a lower time frame. Okay, at the moment there's no signal on the lower time frame for me to take a buy trade. So what we need to do, we need to wait. Today is Friday. The market closes in 4.5 hours, I think, or so. So we need to wait for this candle to see what's going to happen on this candle. If the candle is going to close below this resistant red line, or if it's going to close above. So if it closes above, then it's a good signal that the uptrend is intact, is still going back up. But if it closes below the resistance line, then we need to wait for a signal to take a sell trade. Okay, but for now, we are in an uptrend. So this is an uptrend. An uptrend is when the market is making a higher high and higher lows. Okay, as we go up the trend. So the second one is downtrend, and I'll show you what a downtrend looks like. So a downtrend is when the market is doing opposite of the uptrend. I think I've drew something here before. Yeah, that's it. So this is a downtrend. If you can see, the market is going down. Yeah, it's on this slope. You can see that. So opposite of the higher high is lower high, and then the lower low. So on the uptrend, we have a higher high. So uptrend, we have a high, and then a low, and then we have a higher high that is bigger than the previous high, and then we have a higher low, and then a higher high. So that is an uptrend. And then for a downtrend is opposite of that. So we have a low, and then you get a pull back up to create so you have a lower high, and then a lower low, and then you have a new lower high, and then a lower low, and then you have a lower high. So it's basically opposite of this. Yeah, is for the downtrend is opposite of an uptrend. Okay, so that's what it is basically. So when you see that in the market, you know what trend you are in, if you are in an uptrend or you are in a downtrend. Okay, so this is basically how it looks. So lower high. So this is a new, when the market was coming up, it formed a new high. Okay, and then made a lower low. Okay. Um, Actually, do you know what? I don't consider this as a lower high or this as a lower low. I'll tell you why. So this is the previous low that the market did before we broke it. So this is the previous low. Okay. So for me, what I normally do is I need to wait for that low to be taken out. If you see this, can you see how this became? So this was a support. Yeah. Can you see it's reached out the previous low and then went back up? So this candle broke the previous low. So this is our new lower low, not this one, okay? Because it didn't break below this. So this is our new lower low, and then we made a lower high here, and then we made a new lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So this is then, so once this was broken, then I know we are in a downtrend. The trend has changed from an uptrend. Not here, not here. Here we're still on our uptrend until this low is taken out. That is when we will now say we are in a downtrend. Okay, so you need to be careful. You need to spot your previous low or previous high in an uptrend when looking for an uptrend. But when looking for a downtrend, spot this your previous low first. The candles need to take out the previous low for you to say you are in a new trend. So once this was taken out, this candle closed below this, then I knew that we were in a new trend, which is downtrend. So this is it. And if you extend this line, you will see that we found resistance. So support here. Sorry, so this became, yeah. So this was a support, okay, that held this one, yeah, and then here it became resistant, okay, that drove this down. Also, the same thing here became resistant that drove this price down. And if you extend this, you will see that it also acted as a resistant here that drove this down. Okay, so this line here acted as, support, support, resistant, resistant, and resistant. Yeah, so you could, put a sell. So here, um, after you've seen this happen after this break, so you could have, sold here, sold here, sold here, yeah, and made all these pips. So this is how you look at the market structure. Okay, so market structures, we have uptrend, downtrend, and sideways. So this is an uptrend. When the market is going down, and then you look for a new high above um the previous high coming down. Yeah, so this was coming down. So previous high. So once this breaks that previous high, yeah, you wait for pullback down and then to wait to see if we get a high that broke this. Okay, all right. But if you know what you're doing, if you know what you're looking at, once you've seen this happen, once you've seen this break here, which means that this low has been taken out, then that's when you go for a sell. If you know what you're looking at, or you wait to see this pullback up. This is the best way to do. Once this is broken, chill. Don't rush. No, there's so many opportunities every day, so no need to rush, because you're bound to make mistakes. So all you need to do is patient. Just wait for this pullback to occur to retest this, because always when there is a broken support, it always retests to be a resistance 90% of the time, based on my research, going back to like this, for example, this one. So if you want to back test, I've done my back test, and 90% of the time, you get a pullback to broken previous support or resistance line, and then that broken support or resistance will act as a place to buy or sell. So again, example, this is a broken um, support turn resistance here, and so this was a good place to initiate a sell position. Okay, um, to because obviously that is now this is going to be a lower high, okay, lower high, or just to sell it down to a new lower low. So yeah, so this is how the market works, okay. And then the third one is sideways. So this is a very good example of sideways. um all this that you're seeing here, this is sideways. So sideways means basically we don't know what the market is doing. So market is in a consolidation, what is called consolidation. So when market is in a consolidation phase, it goes sideways, yeah, like this. So the best thing to do when the market goes in consolidation mode, which is sideways, is to stay away from that pair. For example, GBP card, when this was happening, the best thing is to stay away and don't trade this until it tells you what it's doing next. So, and this is where, when it broke out of this range, so this range was here. So when it broke out here, can you see the retest there? Let me zoom it a bit. So when it broke out, it retested it and made new high and new low. So this is once this happened, then that is out of the range, making an uptrend. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, and then we got back here again. We went sideways again. Yeah, and started doing the same thing that it did here. Okay, sideways market. So in sideways market, you do nothing, and then it broke up again. So when market is in an uptrend, um, it it gets to a point when market is an uptrend, it will start consolidating or retracing. Then it will continue move to the upside. So let's concentrate on uptrend, downtrend, and sideways. The next video will look at um, retracement and um, and consolidation. Okay, so yes, this is it for this video. Okay, subscribe to my channel. Like I said in my previous video, let's keep this community going. I'll try as best as I can to make videos on a daily basis if it's possible. But if it's not, but at least I'll make a video every week, at least one video every week. So the next video um, we'll talk about retracement and consolidation. So this video we just covered an uptrend, downtrend, and sideways. So this is the three structures of the market, and then we'll look at in the next video we'll look at when the market is an uptrend, how what causes it to go on a retracement or consolidation phase. Okay, because what you need to understand is the market does not move in one direction always. Yeah, so it moves up and then it takes a break and then either continues to the upside or it changes direction. Okay, so we'll cover all that in our next video. Okay, all right, guys. Have a good weekend because I'm not going to do another video this evening. Have a good weekend, and yeah, I'll put up a video tomorrow, tomorrow Saturday. Okay, so have a good weekend, guys, and good luck and all the best. Bye bye.